Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss a bacterium that is particularly important in the hospital, Acinetobacter baumannii. It is a gram-negative bacillus, but remember, it does not belong to the Enterobacteriales. We will look at its characteristics, habitat, pathogenicity, and most importantly, why it is feared for its resistance to antibiotics. Let's start with the bacteriological characteristics. Under the microscope, Acinetobacter baumannii appears as gram-negative cocobacilli. This means they are short rods, sometimes almost round, and they are often seen in pairs, which we call diplococci. They are not motile, so they don't have a flagella. And from a lab perspective, they are easy to grow as they thrive on standard culture media, which helps with identification. But this is where the challenge begins. Antibiotics. Acinetobacter baumannii is famous for its multi-drug resistance. It possesses both natural or intrinsic resistance mechanisms, and it's very capable of acquiring new ones. This combination is what makes it such a formidable opportunistic pathogen, especially within hospitals. Now let's talk about where it lives. It's an environmental organism, widely found in nature, but more importantly, it's very common in the hospital environment. You can find it on surfaces and medical equipment. Its key feature is its remarkable ability to survive for a very long time on dry surfaces. It can persist for weeks or even months, which explains why it spreads so easily in wards like the ICU or burn units. As mentioned, it is an opportunistic pathogen. This means it frequently colonizes the skin, mucous membranes, or medical devices without causing diseases in healthy individuals. However, in vulnerable patients such as burn victims, intubated patients, or those in intensive care, it can cross that line and cause severe infections. So, what kind of infections does it cause? First, pneumonia, which is very often linked to mechanical ventilation. These are classic nosocomial pneumonias. Next, bacteremia, frequently associated with intravenous catheters. We also see wound infections, nosocomial meningitis, and urinary tract infections. The prognosis is serious. Mortality rates range from 17% to 46% for bacteremia and can exceed 70% for ventilator-associated pneumonia. How is it transmitted? Primarily through hand-borne transmission, meaning via the hands of healthcare workers. It can also be spread through contact with contaminated surfaces. This is why hand hygiene is absolutely critical in controlling its spread. Finally, prevention relies on several key measures: continuous surveillance, implementing isolation precautions, and crucially notifying the receiving department when a patient carrying a multi-drug resistant organism is transferred. Strict adherence to standard precautions is the foundation, with rigorous hand hygiene being the most important step. Lastly, we must ensure aseptic techniques, meaning all equipment is correctly sterilized or disinfected. Thank you for your attention.